Have you ever seen a spirit guide or a shadow figure or something that sneaks into your bedroom, maybe comes out of the closet, maybe you open your eyes and you see something, you feel something, and you don't know what to think, maybe you freaked out? Well, stick around. I'm going to tell you a little story about the first time I saw my spirit guide. Hi, I'm Marla, and I am a spiritual medium. I'm also a professional matchmaker, so I connect people in this side of the veil for love connections, and I connect people with their loved ones on the other side of the veil when someone's crossed over. And so I'm making a lot of magic here. And there's something that happened in my life very early on that I've never forgotten. It's never left me. I've thought about it often. And it's the first time that I saw a spirit, really the one and only time that I saw a spirit with my physical eyes. Now, I've seen things with my third eye or in the astral plane when I'm sleeping and I leave the body, and then I see things, feel things, and it just feels very, very real. So you know that it's a real experience, but it's when you're out of the body, because we do go out of the body at night. Oh, maybe you don't realize it or know it, but we are. We're flying around, right? We're leaving, going on some adventures. But I was either 2 or 3 years old because we were living in the house in Olympia, Washington, and I only lived there from about 2 to almost 4. So it had to be, the 2 or 3 year mark. And I had my own bedroom. And I was sleeping one summer night because I was sleeping in my bed on top of the covers. Because it was hot, I was facing on my side out, facing out to the room, to the open room. And for some reason, I opened my eyes and just looked, and it was very dark in the room. It was the middle of the night. And standing in front of my bed was a humanoid, all black figure. So this humanoid was maybe kind of like if you think about a Spider-Man in the Spider-Man outfit where you really can't make out anything. I couldn't make out any eyes, mouth, anything. It was all black, but it was definitely looked like a human. And I felt it was a male energy because I always say he. And I froze. I was scared out of my mind. I was like, what is this? And he put his hands on his hips and started doing what looked to be deep knee bends, up and down, up and down. Meanwhile, I am frozen. I didn't scream. I didn't do anything. I had no idea what was going on. So I decided to close my eyes. And when I opened them, like 30 seconds later, he was gone. And it was such a powerful experience. And later, when I've been in touch with channelers and spirit guides who've kind of talked about this with me, there is one spirit guide channeled through my shaman that said that this was, because I said, you know what, can you ask my guides, who was this? What was this? And he said it was a spirit guide, but it was a temp. And we have our regular spirit guides that will go through our lifetime with us, is with us when we're born and will take us across and be with us when we pass, but there are also guides that are coming in for different reasons to help us with things. And this particular one, he said, was actually, it looked like he was doing deep knee bends, but he was doing some clearing, some energetic clearing on me. So that's kind of interesting. I don't know, but I know that it was absolutely real because decades later, I'm still thinking about it and talking about it. And so I'd love to hear in the comments, have you ever seen a spirit guide? Have you seen an angel? Have you seen a being with your actual physical eyes? Because that is rare. Some people have that ability. Now, when we're children, very young, we're still very new to coming into the body and coming into this dimension. And so we're still very connected, and we may see things like that. That's where we get the imaginary friends. My mother told me that Marla, she always was talking, had imaginary friends, was talking to people. And I remember I got upset once because I yelled at my uncle, who was only 5 years older than me. He was walking and I said, you're stepping on my rabbit. You're stepping on my rabbit. Well, I didn't have a rabbit, but I must have had an imaginary pet rabbit, right? So these are the kind of magical things that just make us know in our heart, in our soul, that we are so much more than our body, that we have guides, angels, ancestors connecting with us that are watching over us. And I think that's a beautiful thing. So if you're enjoying this type of content, I'm going to be doing much more. You can like and subscribe to my channel. And if you'd like a mediumship reading, a tarot reading, the link's below. Thanks so much. Much love.